to sports talk with Alex and Felix, and this is week 3 in the NFL, and we're gonna go over our picks and some news around the NFL. All right, so let's see what we got here. And this time, folks, as you can see, Alex is with me today.
Yeah, out there.
He's not
Hang on.
feeling under the weather or anything anymore.
So big news. That is was talk about the Miami quarterback. He got hurt, but this week, that is we choose top to the meter. He's not retiring football. How do you feel about that?
About whether he should retire or not.
Yeah.
So I think the young man should focus on his health and literally make sure that he's going to be well. He may not feel like, that his body's going to recoup and he can just play for now. But these things do come back down the road when he is older or, retired from the sport. I kind of wish, hopefully he sits with his doctors and they have a discussion what's in the best interest for him and his family.
We up the one talk about people for the funding out he's gonna be out for a couple of weeks with a calf strain. We up the guy talk about the powerful quarterback. But young, he got bad. How do you feel about that?
Well, look, it was 2 weeks into the season. Whether he's ready or not, I mean, look, you were not a good franchise the year before, and then so the expectation is, it's not always going to be an instant fix by adding a younger quarterback or someone there. So they just got to get it together, and eventually they'll start winning.
We'll put him as a former Cowboy quarterback, from a better quarterback. He moved a lot of the league.
Yeah.
So here we go. Take our pick for week 3.
Okay. So week 3, 1 o'clock games is what we're going to do first, and then 4 o'clock games later today, and of course, Sunday Night Football, and then Monday Night Football. As you know, the Jets and Patriots played on Thursday. Me and Alex have made our picks about that game.
Yeah.
I had picked the Jets, and so
I picked the too.
So now let's dive right into
Week 3.
Tomorrow's games, week 3. And at 1 o'clock, you have the Chicago Bears, playing the Indianapolis Colts. What's your thoughts?
That game got me I think the Bears play that week. Don't even know football. They play okay. That's the best game for the Bears. I will pick the Bears to game. How about you?
I'm going to pick the Colts to win this game. The Bears defense is obviously really keeping them somewhat in games and making action happen, which is what a good coach does when he comes in and takes over an organization. You need your defense more than you need your offense at the time, and so the defense is getting takeaways and turnovers, which is literally keeping the Bears in the game. So my pick is the Colts. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Chargers and Steelers. Your thoughts?
It got me interesting. A hot ball pretty much. My top it. His hot ball. Not your hot ball. But I you gonna pick it. Go be a shot who's the game over Pittsburgh.
I believe the Chargers will probably pull this victory, but in a really close game against the Steelers. Eagles Saints are playing at 1 o'clock for a change.
Yeah, after 2 primetime games.
One game out of the country, and then a primetime game here at home. Now they're playing at 1 o'clock, and they're playing the Saints. Your thoughts?
It's hard because I'm looking at football, so I believe it's going to be the Eagles through the game. Probably cut back after a hot because it's looking at football.
Okay. I will also go with the Eagles this time around. That game was pretty close against the Falcons. It shouldn't have been, but it was. And Falcons came back and found a way to win against the Eagles in the last drive. The Saints has been on a tear in the last two games. They blew out the Cowboys last week. I have no doubt in my mind that this coming week they're going to be slowed down, and so that's all you can ask for the Eagles defense is to slow down this offense. But I'll go with the Eagles. Okay, Packers Titans.
It's gonna be really cool, and it's gonna be really interesting. Give me good bad to the game. I think good thing now with a better quarterback. Can't have to play the game. Win the game. How about you?
I'm gonna go with the Packers over the Titans here. So even though yes they're missing their quarterback, I think they will have enough stability as an organization to get themselves through this game. Texans and Vikings.
Whoa! This looks like it's 5 minutes. Like it's 5 minutes of a pulling out game. So give me Glock.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Texans here. I think the Texans are a little bit more disciplined than the Vikings, and give the Vikings their first loss because they are 2-0. They surprised everybody by beating the 49ers. So I believe the Texans will get this victory. Then we have the New York Giants versus the Browns.
Okay. Let's talk about your team.
Last week performance.
Yeah. That game, it was a cool game. Better we won. You gotta see it to the end. They almost win that game over the commitment. So, can it happen? Yeah. Give me look over the Brown. How about you?
I'm going to go with the Browns over the Giants here. I believe this is not going to be a good season for New York, unfortunately. And if I know certain people are probably looking at the Browns and thinking, oh, this is a weak team. This should be a victory for the Giants. Under normal circumstances, if the Giants made better moves or decisions in the offseason, I would agree with that. But this year, I'm going to say this is going to be far the worst year for the Giants organization. I think the Browns get this victory. They surprised a lot of people last week. Again, people wrote them off after their first week's performance. And then last week, they surprised and got an upset victory. I believe they will continue on this trend against the Giants. So, Broncos and Bucks are playing at 1 o'clock. And this is the last 1 o'clock game.
The Buccaneers, we had again, the team is that good. So, for me, give me the Buccaneers to the game over the Broncos. I think this is going to be a close, tight game, but I believe the Buccaneers will win this game. How about you?
I am going to go with the Broncos here. I think the Broncos are going to surprise the Bucks and come out with a victory. So now we're going to move on to the 4 o'clock games. And the first 4 o'clock game that's up is the Miami Dolphins versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, my army called that. Give me. It got to be the Seahawks. They will beat really good. But don't beat the part that my army put on the ball. Tyler Hill and couple of team picking, but I don't think that's gonna be happening. I think it's gonna be the defense put the other to that hill at the other people. How about you?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins here. I think the Dolphins have a lot to prove because they are without their starting quarterback. I think they catch Seattle surprisingly. I don't think Seattle is going to be expecting it, but I think the Dolphins will somehow squeak out a victory here. Um, Panthers Raiders is up.
Well, we just talked about the Panther quarterback got that. So I think it's gonna be good. That is with the game. How about you?
I think the Raiders will come out victorious here. I think to be prepared. Again, they surprised a lot of people last week, and they came out victorious. They're a very disciplined team, so I believe that they will come out with this victory against the Panthers. Okay, Ravens versus Cowboys. Now, this to me should be game of the week. Um, Big time offenses, and although the Cowboys' offense did show up last week, I suspect this should be a big shootout between these two organizations. So, but who do you have?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be that epic game that we all looking. I believe it's gonna be a blowout. What again? I think it's gonna be green over the Cowboys. A blowout win. Because Baltimore is over two looking for the third win. How about you?
Yeah, I won't say it. I don't see it being a blowout. I do believe the Ravens will get this victory and get their first victory to jumpstart their September because both those games, they were really close of winning, and in unfortunate circumstances, didn't go down the way they needed it to go down. So I think they bounced back against the Cowboys, and but I do think it will be a good game.
When and 40
Yes, 49ers versus the Rams. This is a late 4 o'clock game. Um, I think the 49ers were disappointed with their performance last week. We'll see if they can snap out of the funk. But to be honest with you, I believe the Rams might just get this victory against the 49ers. It's a division rival, division game. So,
I guess it's gonna be interesting. Not gonna be where I'm gonna be in the 49ers. Back ever with you horrible to see.
okay. The Detroit Lions versus the Cardinals.
Well, the countdown is looking good. The truth is okay. This game is gonna be not so interesting in Detroit over Cardinal. How about you?
Um, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals getting a surprise upset here against the Lions. So something tells me that the Cardinals will surprise them. If the Lions don't take them lightly, the Lions could pull out a victory. But something just tells me that the Lions is gonna come at the Chargers and Cardinals, and then I think the Cardinals move on. Okay, now we're moving into Sunday Night Football, where the Chiefs play the Falcons, and so who do you have there?
I got a pass up game for Kansas City. I got a pass up game for the Falcons. You can't see the Super Bowl championship. Kansas City Chiefs. How about you?
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs over the Falcons and get a victory. Um, the Chiefs' first two games were really questionable. They should have not been able to pull off that game last week against Cincinnati. Cincinnati has always had their number. Ended the way it ended, unfortunately. But I do believe that this would be a clear victory here against the Falcons. Okay, so we're going to go on to Monday Night Football, and there's two Monday night games.
What a good deal.
Um, so,
More football on what night? I like
yes, Okay. So you have the Jags versus the Bills is the first game up for Monday Night Football. Who do you have?
Well, give me, I'll call you down for being good. Give me the Bill over this, over Joshua. How about you?
For me, I'm gonna go with um, uh, I'm gonna go with the Bills over the Jags. Okay, so now the last game for Week 3. You have the Commanders versus the Bengals.
Hawaii. The bet goes, get some, Hawaii. That, the bet goes on, it was two, but it did it again. No, it do it for me at home. So I think it's gonna be the bet goes. So, yeah, how about you?
I'm gonna pick the Bengals over the Commanders. I think they were really, really disappointed. I think defensively they're gonna tighten things up. Plus, it's a primetime game, so I think the Bengals somehow, get yourself together. And then, of course, you have upcoming for Week 4
So,
Thursday Night Football, which would be the Cowboys and Giants. We're not going to make this pick today, so we'll have this pick for you guys next week, along with the other picks.
yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for the
Week
picks for
3.
Week 3. And Week 3 should be pretty entertaining. I mean, Week 4 should be pretty entertaining of what they have going up.
For the upcoming
so,
week. So, I so I so happy to be back. I'm everybody ain't got that thing without being here. So yeah, I'm so happy to be up that camera not on the camera.
Okay. So that's going to do it for us this week, folks. We're going to wrap it up here at Sports Talk. This is, again, with Alex and Felix. And thank you guys for tuning in to Sports Talk, Week 3 of the NFL and our picks. Hope you guys enjoy.